What's up, y'all? I know I said I wouldn't be back till open today, but I'm back early because, why not? So I hope my camera stays up for this, but anyway, so we're going to get a good little hoop session in later. I'm finna go grab some food. I'm hyped for tomorrow. Today's going to be fun too, but I got an 11-pointer on camera. Got like a big 8 and another giant 7 that's like this far past his ears. So we got some good coming. We just need something to show up. So I'll see y'all in the morning. Good morning, y'all. It's opening morning. Finally. Took forever for this day to get here, but we had a buck show up last night. None recently, so hopefully that means they'll be moving later in the morning when we're out there. So we'll see. But I wanted to start us off with a quick prayer real quick, because it's always important to keep God first in everything. So, dear God, thank you for this day. Thank you for the opportunity we have to spend time on your creation and have some fun hunting some deer. Please be with the world and be with everybody who needs your blessings, and forgive us of all of our sins. And help us to never take you for granted, and to always have thankful attitudes. And I ask these things through Jesus' name, amen. I'll see y'all out there. Alright, y'all, so we made it in the blind. Nothing out moving yet. My tripod isn't tall enough to video out of my blind. So if a deer comes out, you're gonna see is me drawing back shooting it. But I mean, that's better than nothing. So I'm excited. Hopefully we'll see something. But you never know. So now we wait. We got a buck. He's coming in. My heart is pounding. He just took off. He's a good size one, but he wasn't one of the real big ones we were looking for. drew back and my arrow came unnocked from my string. Otherwise, he would have been dead because he stopped like at 20 yards. I should have a picture of him on my trail cam that I can probably screen record and put on here. But solid 8-pointer. Wasn't nothing too big, but he might come back. Who knows? Because he stared right. He couldn't. I don't know that he knew I was here. So he may come back through, but he wasn't one of the real big ones. But I would have shot him if my arrow didn't come unnocked, so it's one of those things. But back to it. So a little bit after the buck left, we had a doe come through. She was out this way to my left, but she started blowing. She was probably at, shoot, how far would that be? Like, probably 50 yards. And I had this entire window shut. So I don't know if she smelled the buck, because she came from the same way he came. So I don't know if she smelled him or what happened. But I'm not really looking to shoot a doe now anyway. But I just had a bird literally land on my blind, like right here. I thought it was gonna come join me for a second. But it's about 8 o'clock now. I've been out here for about an hour and a half now, close to that. There's a squirrel out here that's like being a tree acrobat. It's like flying from branch to branch, making a ton of noise. There it goes again. But I'll probably sit until 10 o'clock, see if anything shows back up. Like I said earlier, that buck was kind of young. It wasn't like young, it was still a good sized deer for here. But like it came and I didn't see it until it was like right up on me because I had this window closed. It came out at probably 30, it was probably 30 yards when I first saw it. When I first saw it, it was looking like past me, like that way. And it was just standing there. I was like, oh, there's a buck right there. So then it walks forward, makes like a circle, probably 40 yards in front of me, stops, looks around, looks at me, I think, makes the circle, walks right back to the same spot it was, then walks straight up to the trough, stops, looks at me for like, I don't know, it wouldn't have looked at me if my arrow wouldn't have fallen down, because I was putting the arrow back, trying to put it back in the knot whenever it looked at me, because I was at full draw when it was making a straight line to the feeder from behind the trees. That's when I drew back like I did, and right when he got out into the clearing is when it like fell out. So I was like, gosh, I gotta try to get this back in there. And he stood there and watched me re-knock the arrow. I got it in, and right when I went to pull back again with the arrow knocked back in, he took off. So I mean, and he didn't blow, he didn't have his tail up, he just kind of just ran off. So kind of wasn't the smartest deer in the world, because he almost watched me shoot him, the arrow fall out, reload the arrow, and I almost shot him again. Shot him after that still, so. But that was still funny, man. The video's even funnier because I'm just sitting here like this. I'm like, you can tell my eyes are like huge because there's like a deer like right here, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like my heart's pounding. And I get the right here in the area, and I'm just like, it's so funny. But hey, I mean, you live and you learn. It's just part of it, I guess. But not that it was my fault anyway. I mean, before I picked the bow up, I pushed on my arrow to make sure it was knocked in, and it pushed the string back. So I don't know why it came unknocked. Who knows? That's never happened when I've tried to hunt with it. But anyways, still got about probably 2 hours left in this sit, and we'll come back this evening. Hopefully, if there's one that comes out this evening, my arrow stays in. The good thing is it wasn't one of the big ones, like I said in the first little section. But I'm probably gonna remember that till I'm like 50 at least. So yeah, so I'll see y'all next time we get some action. I think my face in that made that 10 times funnier because for one, my eyes were this wide because there's a buck right there, and I was like heart beating. I was like, oh my gosh. When I get to full draw, the arrow just falls. I'm like, hey, it's not about how you start, it's about how you finish though. So I'm gonna remember that for a while. Well, so it just wrapped up the first set of open archery. Pretty wild one. Probably my first ever time that I've had anything close to that happen. But, I mean, hey, it was still fun. I had a blast. So, hopefully, one will come back tomorrow. Not tomorrow, tonight, because we'll be back this evening. But, shoot, hey, I'll take it, man. I got to see a buck at 20 yards. I thought that was cool. And just the way that happened like it did is pretty funny to me. So, I don't know. We'll see when we get back this evening. All right, y'all. We're back for the afternoon. Gosh, this will never stay up, ever. Okay, so we're back for the afternoon. I got a new arrow to use, so hopefully this will not fall off the string. That would be nice. And I'm glad it wasn't a big one and that it was one of the smaller ones that happened on, because I would have really been, I'd have been very sad if that would have been a big one and that happened. But, so, we're ready to go. Got a new arrow that I hope has a better notch on the end of it. So, I'll see y'all in the blind. Alright, y'all, we're in the blind for the afternoon sit. Feels pretty good out here. It's pretty warm, but there's a decent breeze, so that definitely helps. I got the other windows open, so some wind will come through and stuff. So had to roll the sleeves up. I'm sure I might roll them back down once it gets a little bit darker, but hopefully we'll put one down tonight. Hopefully a big one will come out. So I guess I'll see y'all then if we get one. So unfortunately, we had no luck at all. Didn't see a single deer. Saw a few squirrels. I didn't even really see a bird, to be honest with you. Saw some squirrels and some trees, that's about it. But So I guess that'll wrap up day one of bow season 2025. I guess day two will start probably, I don't know if I'll go tomorrow. Monday maybe? We'll see. But I'll see y'all whenever I get back out here. All right, ladies and gents. I don't know if any ladies are watching this, but anyways, that's beside the point. We're headed back to the stand. Had a big 12-pointer show up last night. Don't know if we're going to see him. Don't know if we're going to see anything, to be honest, because I don't know if my camera's dead, but there should be some corn out there, so we'll figure it out. We're just going to go sit and see if we can get some, so I'll see y'all out there. All right, y'all, we're in the blind. For some reason, I feel like this is gonna be a good night. Don't know why. Maybe it's just the air. I mean, it's super calm, super quiet. I hadn't had any deer on camera in a good little bit, which is actually kind of a good sign, because that hopefully means that they'll be coming in, you know? Typically when I have a lot of camera activity, usually I don't see that many during the actual hunts. So, I mean, this may be the perfect sit. So, we'll see. I could be totally wrong, but we're just gonna sit and see how the night goes, and hopefully God sends us a giant. So, prayers up, baby. Let's go. Well, so nothing showed again, except for that coyote. That was pretty cool. I've never been that close to coyote in my life. I mean, that thing was probably 3 yards at the max, probably. I mean, I don't know how it got that close and didn't know I was there, but that was pretty crazy. So I think we'll be back in pretty soon, hopefully back in the woods. My camera battery is dead, so I'm gonna need to come down here and change them next time I show up, but we'll see what happens next time. So here's the rice bran. As you can tell, that's only 40 pounds, and that's like at the brim of this thing. So I think we should be good to go. I forgot the coons twisted my camera up, so turn this back as best as we can. That should be good. I need to change the batteries too, but we'll save that for another day. Yo, this spider's missing a leg. If it'll focus. Guess that's the best angle I'll get, but he's only got 5 legs, man. The sucker's crippled. What's up, y'all? So we're back in the blind this evening. Saw some does this evening, or not this evening, this morning. So that was pretty cool to get some good footage of them, but we're hoping a big boy shows up tonight. Not sure it's gonna happen, but we'll see. Keep tuned. What's up, y'all? It's Sunday. I'm out at my grandparents' house. Never hunted out here, but I'm checking out some spots because I've heard they got a good bit of deer out here. I also heard there's a lot of turkeys out here, so we'll probably definitely be out here for turkey season. I'm gonna go look around for some deer signs, see if I can find any deer sign anywhere. But shoot, take a little scouting break. So let's go see if we can find something. Going out with the crossbow today. I got tired of sitting in the blind. I kind of wanted a little change of scenery, so we're gonna move up to the stand now. Hopefully get some better clips, maybe some, who knows, better views so I can definitely see more. But I'm gonna set my saddle up, hopefully this week, so we can hunt out of it Saturday morning. That's the goal. So then we'll be able to get some really good action in once they get that set up. But today's a nice overcast day. It's pretty cloudy. The wind is like not even moving at all. So the woods are super calm. I got some daylight pictures of some does on my feeder earlier, so that's looking good. I hadn't had a deer come out in daylight of anything in a while, so hopefully that means movement's picking back up. But honestly, you never do know. So I had a group of bucks come through last night. One kind of had a funky little tine on him, but we'll see what we can make happen. You really never do know what's going to happen when you go out in the woods. That's part of the fun of it. So I do have my binos today. So that'll be cool too, as I'll be able to see closer to dim light and not just my bare eyes. So we're going to head out there and see what happens. Okay, so we're in the blind, but fortunately the mosquitoes are so bad we couldn't get in the actual stand. So we got in the blind, because that'll hopefully block out most of the mosquitoes. But they're awful. I don't know what happened from now and Saturday, but they're swarming so bad. So it's also hot. It's a lot more humid than it has been in the past since season started. So I think that may be part of it too. But we're gonna see what'll happen. Today looks like a pretty good day to get one. So even though it's not with the compound, I mean, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. So we'll see. Hopefully we'll get the saddle set up soon this week so we can hunt out of it Saturday. But other than that, we're good to go. All right, y'all. So we saw a doe at 10 yards. Other than that, we didn't see nothing. So I'm kind of glad we didn't see nothing because I had the crossbow out this set. I didn't really want to shoot anything with the crossbow just because I don't know. I just like my compound. So I'm glad a buck didn't come out because I'd really wanted to shoot a buck. I really want to shoot all of my bucks and everything bow related with my compound. That's just what I like. So I'm kind of glad nothing came out, but you know, that means hopefully we can get my saddle set up Thursday in my yard so I can figure out how to use it. I've never used one before, so I have to learn how to use it. But hopefully we'll get that figured out, and then we can get it in the tree out here somewhere pretty soon after that. Before Saturday morning, I can come get in a tree Saturday morning and come hopefully stick one. So anyways, we'll see y'all then. What's up, y'all? So today we're trying a little something different this afternoon after work. I'm gonna hunt on the ground right there, and I got a pile of, let me get my finger there, like a little pile driver pile there. Hopefully some deer will come out here. I hadn't had a camera out here running in a while, so I honestly have no idea what's liable to show up. I know we're definitely liable to see something though, so we're gonna try that this evening, and we'll see what we can get done. What's up, guys? We made it to the spot. Kinda hanging out behind this tree, hoping something walks out right out there. So we'll see what we can get done. What's up, y'all? So we're fixing to head down to my spot at our deer lease. I've got a new idea of how I'm gonna try to get a deer out there since we haven't had any luck at all. It's hot in here. These past few hunts, like we've seen like one deer the past 3 or 4 sits. So I'm headed back to the drawing board. I got a good idea. I'm gonna move probably 100 yards in front of where I'm at now, and I'm gonna make a homemade blind out of like natural sticks and stuff. And I've got some buck pee in a bottle, basically, and I've got like a feed mineral cube block thing in the back, and I'm just gonna go find a trail, put a mock scrape, stick a mineral block on it, stick the camera on it, and I'm just gonna hunt that trail. Because I mean, you at least know that the deer are coming through there without an attractant by the trail being there. So if you add the attractant there too, it's going to increase our odds of seeing deer. Plus, most of the deer I have on camera are really mature, smart deer. So they're not about to come out to a feeder in the middle of daylight. Like, this ain't their first rodeo. So I'm going to try to wise up a little bit, you know, get a little bit more strategic in how I'm trying to get the target buck I have out there. He's a big one. He showed up last night again. So I got my Fiji water, so we're set. I got to change the camera batteries. They lasted a while, actually, but so we're gonna head down there, get the new setup going, and I'll see y'all there. Y'all, so everything's set up. We finally got the trail cam up and running. These mosquitoes are swarming me like I don't even know what. I've never heard of had them this bad before, but we got our mock scrape set up right here. Sorry, I'm blocking the screen and everything, but recently cut the video off. But the scrape's there. Put some spray there. These mosquitoes are so bad. I can't even stay in one spot for more than like 5 seconds. But so we got that set up there. Our block is ready. So everything should be good now. I got some scent-free mosquito repellent at Walmart earlier when I went and got all this other stuff. So hopefully the skeeters won't get us this Saturday next time we come out here and hunt. But while we're on this topic, so gosh, my hair is wild. But so as I was going out there walking to the new spot I planned on setting this stuff up at, I was thinking, you know, one of the biggest lessons you learn from hunting is patience. And I was like, season hasn't even been open a full month yet. I'm already looking to move new spots because I haven't really had success yet. I was like, that's not really patient at all. So I was like, I just need to stick with where I'm at, have some patience, trust God will let it happen when it happens. And that's what we're gonna do. So we're staying at the old spot. You know, the grass ain't always greener. It's a big lesson that we all need to learn, especially me. So that's why we're rolling with that spot still. But we're heading back now. I got bit in the face a couple times by mosquitoes. That's how you know they're bad. But so we're headed back home. We're headed home now. So I'll see y'all this weekend, bright and early in the morning. What's up, y'all? We're back in the stand. We're finally in a tree now. It's not the saddle, but it's a ladder stand, and I'm happy because I love being in trees. So back at our setup, I'll give y'all a little view around the front here in a second, but it feels so good to be back. I'm super excited. Hopefully something nice will come out. So I'll show y'all some footage if we get any. What's up, y'all? So, we're back in the stand. Muzzleloading season just started. So that's why I got orange on, but I don't have a muzzleloader. But I'm still taking advantage of the extra season. So I'm rolling with the crossbow. Probably from now until rifle season, so hopefully a big one comes out, we'll see.